Welcome to Commanders Daily, everybody, your one-stop shop for everything going on with the local 53. I'm Bob Matthews. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss an episode of it. Well, just after we got through recording yesterday, it became official, the probably worst-kept secret in the league, and that's that the Washington Commanders are officially headed overseas. It's going to be the first time since that game in Wembley where they tied the Cincinnati Bengals. I think this one is going to be a little bit more entertaining to that than that. They will be playing the Miami Dolphins in Spain in Real Madrid's home stadium, Bernabeu, and I probably haven't pronounced that right. First time ever, though, that the NFL is doing a game in Spain. This is huge. The stadium, the setting of it is iconic, and it's so interesting that here we are less than 3 years removed from the ownership of Dan Snyder, where this team was almost persona non grata in the league. And here they are. They have become one of the marquee teams in the league, just 2 years under Josh Harris. I will explain more as we go on through the show today. First, obviously, is the game against the Dolphins. Now, this one is coming up week 11. It's going to be the final game in the international series this season, week 11. So that works out to November 16th, I believe, is the date on that. And again, it's going to match up two of your marquee quarterbacks in the league, in Jaden Daniels and Tua Tagovailoa. So, and again, it is just, it's not just refreshing, but it's just so dramatic to see these turn of events. I mean, before you would have absolutely, never, ever seen this happen with this team. But again, this with the draft coming to D.C., the new stadium announcement, if the new stadium gets approved by the city council, I think in short order you will see a Super Bowl announced for the stadium. All this for a team that nobody wanted to have anything to do with in the corporate offices about 3 years ago. It's absolutely fascinating to see how fast that's happened. And it isn't just Madrid either, because the Commanders game with one of Washington's games with Philadelphia, the NFL announced, is going to be on national TV as well. This one is going to be the Saturday doubleheader that Fox gets on December 20th. That game, and I imagine that's going to be the first one of the day, will be Washington and Philly. Second game of that national doubleheader on Fox, again, is going to be the Chiefs and Broncos. So not only do they have that entire day and that entire early window on Saturday to themselves, but they're on a bill with arguably the most popular team in the league right now in Kansas City. Certainly the most recognizable. Again, something that 3 or 4 years ago, you would have never even been able to conceive. It might as well have been happening in some sort of parallel dimension or something. And not only that, but just by the fact that you've got this announcement of that national doubleheader on Fox on the 20th means that probably the Commanders will be playing on Christmas Day, and that game will be against either the Chiefs or Broncos, and I would have to guess the Chiefs. Again, Commanders play the AFC West this year, so that's not much of a stretch. And also last year, that's how they were able to square this Christmas Day game, is that they had the teams that were going to play on Christmas Day play the week before on that Saturday doubleheader, and they just switched. So, and obviously you're not going to have two division rivals play twice in 5 days. So I would have to guess that it's going to be Commanders and Chiefs, could be Commanders and Broncos. Either way, it's a hell of a matchup. And with the entire schedule coming out Thursday, once again, it's just further proof that I don't know how many games this team is going to have in the 1 o'clock window, where they have been a staple for obvious reasons for years and years. This is one of the marquee teams in the league, and when you consider the fact that, adding to that is how many teams on how many West Coast-based teams they're playing, I mean, it's conceivable there's only one or two early windows for this team all season long. Just something that I never thought I would have seen, 3 or 4 years ago. It was absolutely inconceivable. But that's where we are now. You make it to an NFC championship game, you get rid of a toxic owner, you draft a franchise quarterback, and then load him up with an offense that is designed to score points, and yeah, that's what you get. You get a league that wants as many people as possible to see this team. And make no mistake about it, the NFL wants Washington to succeed. We're talking the nation's capital here. We are talking one of the 10 biggest TV markets in the country. It's a major market. Yeah, they want this team on national TV as much as possible. Again, you got to win to do that, but still, they're giving them every opportunity for it. Finally, rookie minicamp was over, and one of the guys that everybody was watching and who acquitted himself pretty well, both on and off the field, was a free agent, undrafted rookie free agent safety from Rice named Gabe Taylor. If that name sounds a little familiar and the position sounds a little familiar, it's because Gabe Taylor is the younger brother of the late Sean Taylor, Redskins great. Whether he makes the team or not remains to be seen. He is a little undersized for the position, but he's got a high football IQ, and I think the coaches are going to give him every opportunity to make this roster. I do anticipate that he will be there in training camp. I think he acquitted himself well enough during rookie minicamp. I think we'll see him in training camp. I think he's going to get a shot. And again, remember, between the 53 and then the practice squad, you're not guaranteed if you make that 90-man roster for a spot, but there's a lot more of them. And with practice squads being expanded a little bit, there's a lot more opportunities for him to make it than it was, say, 3 or 4 years ago. So good luck to Gabe Taylor. I think we are all hoping that he either makes the final roster or at the very least the practice squad coming out of training camp. All right, that's going to do it for us. We got to get out of here. Don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button. More coming up tomorrow. Remember, like the wise man once said, if you're out on your bike tonight, as always, do wear white.